I'd like to introduce you to this boat behind me. It's called the Columcille. It's a particular type of boat. It's an Irish curragh. Very unconventional when you compare it to modern boats. In fact, the design goes back to about the 5th century and would have been a similar boat that Saint Columba used to go on his missionary journeys. The boat belongs to the Causeway Coast Maritime Heritage Group, and we have had the use of Causeway Coast Vineyard shed here, and some of the men in the group have got involved in helping us restore the boat over the winter. So it's ready for the water now, and today we're having our truck down to Ballycastle, and we're going to put her in the water and go across the Rathlin Island. The boat is made out of basically bits of wood. You can see them underneath here like ribs, and canvas over the top, and then it's tarred using a bitumen tar, slapped on, and then another layer put on. So there's 3 layers of canvas tarred in between. So the whole boat is very light, even though it's about 38 feet long. It only weighs about a ton. And then we have 12 people rowing it, so there's 6 oars down each side, and the skipper, which is my job, to steer and make sure we go in the right direction. The boat was actually built down in Bantry by a famous curragh builder called Eddie Hutch in 1997, and it was built with the purpose of commemorating the 400th anniversary of the death of Saint Columba, or Columcille, to give him his Irish name. He was basically banished from this land, from Derry, and away to a land where he couldn't even see Ireland. So he sailed up the west coast of Scotland, and until he got to a little island called Iona, which is off the west of the Isle of Mull, and he stopped there and looked back, and he couldn't see Ireland, so he stopped and established a monastery there. Out of that, the work that he did there and the work that he established, a lot of monasteries sprung up around Scotland, England, Wales, and further into the continent. So this was the mode of transport. This is how they got around, and really, for that reason, Christianity spread throughout Europe. Europe was re-Christianized by the monastic period by mostly Irish monks. These boys want to do a few miles anyway. We don't want to take any shortcuts, you know. We want to take a long way around. Hey, Fergus, get a mix here. Peter. And your name? Ken. We're wearing name badges because this is Stevie. Fergus. Starboard side here, basically follow the stroke. Whenever his oar hits the water, yours should be hitting it at the same time. When his comes out, yours should come out. So he basically sets the cadence for the rowing. Yeah. And don't grip the oar too hard, because you'll give yourself blisters. Just let your fingers rest on it and lie back on it with a good pull. And the last wee bit, just give it a wee nip, and you'll feel the whole boat shifting ahead if everybody does that at the same time, as quick as possible. All I think to remember, folks, today is just pace yourself. Don't go too hard off the boat. Okay. Okay, guys, everybody ready? Follow the stroke then. We roll back. Ready, steady. Through with it. I'm doing the back entry. Crack. Where did you go? 11 point something. There's some winds.
well, no, not in this type of boat anyway.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, I've rowed little dinghies and things like that, but never anything in this size.
Well, these things have been
But
good training.
yeah, it's great.
These have got in quite quickly.
Great experience.
Yeah.
It's just lovely to be able to do something like this, especially in a day like this.
Yeah.
The room station is back there.
I was looking at all the place, they weren't even looking.
On Isla, see on the pilot chart, on the pilot book you get for the yachts, Rathlin, on the title chart, Rathlin has 2 pages just for Rathlin. Everybody else is part of a page, 2 separate pages for Rathlin, with 6 pictures on each, and it's every hour. Each hour is shown, and it changes every single hour. Oh yeah, I remember that big shed.
Yeah.
Right her down, over.
It's been off the water for a year, or at least a year. I think 2013 was the last. No, it wouldn't be that long. No, 2014. But she's been. The skin has been off the boat for over a year, and all winter we replaced knees, which are these here, the bolts, these things. So we put in new knees, new bolts, and painted the inside, tightened some of the stringers, and then reskinned. But that took a lot of weekends. Over a good, yeah, it was over a year. Yeah, we had it. I was doing all the work with Brendan and May down on the knees and painting, and then we brought it over to Colmcille, and the boys did a good job painting everything, and then getting it reskinned. I think the skinning took place maybe over about 4 or 5 weekends plus Tuesday evenings that I ever come over. So a lot of effort, a lot of work, but very worth it. That's where this boat needs to be, on the water, not sitting upside down on the trailer.
What does this boat mean to you?
Well, I've given. My first time in this boat was in 2001. So it's
second wife.
yeah. I'm actually blood, sweat and tears have gone into this boat, and money. Sorry. My multitasking of speaking and rowing at the same time, not the greatest. But no, the boat's a very special boat. There's a lot of memories in the boat, and our proudest thing is the boat gets used every year or every 2 years. It's not if you think of a lot of projects get built and then used and put on the shelf. This boat was built as in 1987 and has been used continuously since then. So, and now it's been used again for people to experience. So. It's very good. It brings people together, doesn't it, Stevie?
Oh yeah, definitely. And not just in Northern Ireland, but
well, it's been a particularly relevant boat for Northern Ireland, given it's mixed crew, mixed gender, mixed everything.
Well, that's my T-shirt. You see, I'm carrying the Basque element here. So if you see the back, it's Navigate with Peace, yes?
Yeah.
So we did that in 2004. around Ireland. And then they invited us to the Basque Country.
The Basques brought a boat with them to Ireland, and the two boats rode around Ireland.
That they had made in Newfoundland. And they now are developing and building a galleon, traditional boat building school near San Sebastian. So we have those connections with the Basque Country, San Sebastian, and also the French. At one point there was a similar boat, the Santa Flamme, and that rode across the channel with the Columcille. And so some exciting kind of connections, both through the tradition of boat building, a sense of common purpose, and the whole kind of metaphor of rowing and rowing with a group.
I know that a lot of people have different views and different ideas what the boat means to them. Some people would have quite a spiritual connection with the boat. I have a spiritual connection, but I'm not that religious. But I'm very much, when you go out and you're out in nature and you're out in a boat on days like this and you see wonderful scenery and the smells and the quietness, that's spiritual to me. And that's what the boat offers me. Other people take a lot more from it as well. So the meaning, the religious meaning of the boat, the whole idea of the 12 oars and things like that are very significant for many people.
And that was the origins of the project was to build a boat that Columcille would have rowed similar to and row it to Iona. And that was the first trip.
Yes, the first trip was a pilgrimage to Iona.
And the boat has since gone to Iona quite a few times. It's rowed around Ireland.
It might go back
It's rowed
again.
across the English Channel to France. It's rowed right the way around the Brittany coast, right the way down the Bay of Biscay, where it went into the harbour at Passaca and met with some mad geezers, the Basque boat builders, who were rowing this kind of very simple boat there. It looked like a cross between a canoe and a sofa.
But the Bartholomew?
So then it became 3 boats rowing. French, Northern Ireland, and the Basques, rowing into Portugal, round the point of Finisterre, the point of death, Quanta El Morta, and into Viga for a maritime festival.
The best thing was we went round Finisterre and Brittany, and it's a very well-known spot for bad weather and bad seas. And there was a lot of postcards being sold and posters, and the French translation was, "Where none shall go without fear nor dread." I'm sorry. And we went around that in the Columcille on the first day. It was nice calm.
It was absolutely flat calm.
First, let's say, yep. Oh! Keep it stroke.
Good job, that's it, that'll do you.
That's enough.
You're back on
Now.
control.
That's why you're up there,
Ah, brilliant, house is looking well.
Lovely.
Looking
She's
well.
your varnish for the top work. She's pulls like
Should be quick.
She is quick.
Give the wee pull on this side, just this side. Want to go on?
What's your oars in the bottom here, folks? Just you okay? Just run it. I'll shell up very quick.
Come in there and go on there.
I would pull ahead and all oars there to try to get a steer up.
Right, all the oars now just forward, just to make ground and no more, guys. Go ahead, all forward.
That's all right.
We'll go starboard side too, so we'll swing our head round. Can we get a bow line on there? Ken, on your side. We'll go starboard side too. Should be, aye. Should be on the starboard side.
Outdoor Jim.
Just a wee slight pull forward.
Cold water there to that.
Get the bow line ashore when you can there. Just a wee pull forward, guys. Right, ship oars here in the starboard. There's the line there.
Yeah, right here, yeah. Over the town.
Got a fender to you out as well. Well done, guys. That was a brilliant row. Fantastic. What a team. Fergus is buying paint for everybody.
Aye. Hip, hip. Tomorrow after you leave. One more. Hip hip. Hooray! Don't normally do that. How was the experience again?
Wonderful, wonderful. Superb, superb. Yes, bring it on.
This is a life experience for me, actually for me. This is the first time ever in this island, and to repeat history in a historic boat, the Columcille, which was rowed with manpower from Ballycastle to here. It's a lifetime experience. So if you see this, man, guys, you got to do this, right? It's an adventure to see men coming together as one, putting their strength, their energy, but in harmony with each other, and that's an accomplishment. So it's something to do in a lifetime.
I think it was a fantastic experience. A wee bit rough in the middle when you got into the North Channel, but I think that made the adventure even better. But just to have the experience of rowing a replica of a 5th century boat across to Rathlin was fantastic. And the first time I've been on Rathlin Island, I think that's an experience I'll remember, how you actually came to Rathlin. And I think there's very few people in the world that say they've rowed a boat to Rathlin. And it was great, and especially with some friends that have spent a few weeks refurbishing this boat. It was just brilliant. I would recommend it for anybody.
Yeah, we've just arrived in Rathlin on the Columcille, which was an experience. 12 rowers, one spare, and absolutely amazing rowing from Ballycastle to Rathlin on a boat that originally was built in the 8th century. So yeah, amazing. Just to have 12 guys, 2 girls rowing for an hour and 50 minutes was amazing. So yeah, and Rathlin, first time here, absolutely wonderful on a boat which was hand built, and it's the largest curragh in the world. So great experience.
It's just wonderful to be part of that history of the Colmcille, and yeah, it's good to be back in Rathlin again. It's a great excuse to come back to Rathlin. Haven't been here in a wee while, and the last day I was here, it was just exactly like this. So yeah, a really good day out, and something that I would recommend you all do is come and do a bit of rowing and come to Rathlin.
Right, Viking, go and raid that ship. Oh yes, go. And raise the cannon! Right, come on!